Welcome back. I hope you are doing great. As a part of this video, we are going to understand two terms that are often used interchangeably: data testing and ETL testing. They are definitely related, but they are not exactly the same thing. You could say they're close relatives, but definitely not twins. By the end of this video, you will have a clear difference between data testing and ETL testing. Let's get started. Having a lot of data is impressive until you discover that half of it is wrong. How do we ensure data is right? That is where data testing comes into picture. Data testing is a broader umbrella term. Its purpose is to validate the quality, accuracy, and integrity of the data, irrespective of where the data came from or how it reached the system. So, data testing fundamentally asks one question: is this data correct, complete, and trustworthy? Notice that we are not yet worried about an ETL pipeline here. The data may be in a database, the data may be in a data warehouse, the data may be in a file, the data may be even in a single application. What matters most is whether the data can actually be trusted or not. Now that we know the objective, let's look at the actual checks we perform to determine whether the data deserves our trust or not. There are several dimensions. Some of them are completeness. As a part of the completeness, we'll see whether the data is complete or not. Means mandatory information which was supposed to be present, whether that is present in that particular place or not. If customer email is mandatory and thousands of records contain null values, then the data is incomplete. Then we'll have accuracy. Let us say if an invoice amount is 10,000 in the source but appears as 1,000 in the reporting system, the data may be complete, but it is not accurate. Then we have consistency. The same information should be represented consistently across the system. If one system says the customer is active and another says inactive, then we have a problem. That is consistency problem. Then we have uniqueness, where value is supposed to be unique, such as customer ID. We should not have unwanted duplicates. Some more checks of data testing are validity. Validity means the data should conform to the expected formats, ranges, or types. When I say types, I'm talking about the data types. For example, if age is expected to be between 0 and 120, then we find an age of 475. Technically, we have a data, but probably not a customer. If not a customer, a person having an age of 475 may be alien, then it is not a valid data. The next check is referential integrity. One table contains a customer ID that references another customer table. That customer should actually exist. Relationships between the tables must remain valid. And one more important thing about these typical checks are none of these necessarily requires an ETL pipeline. So for example, if you simply inspect a production table and check for a duplicate customer IDs, that is already a data testing. So we understood data testing focuses on the data itself. Now let us introduce the second player in our story, ETL testing. As we know, ETL means extraction, transformation, and loading. So we learned about the data testing. So the data testing is the broader practice of validating the data. Then what is ETL testing? ETL testing validates both the data and the logic used to extract, transform, load data through a pipeline. Therefore, ETL testing asks slightly a different question. That is, did the pipeline do its job correctly? When I'm talking about a pipeline, I'm talking about a data pipeline. Don't look for the water pipeline here. It's like if the data testing checks the passenger, ETL testing checks whether the passenger got into the right bus, followed the right route, and arrived at the right destination. Isn't it awesome? Now that we understood the ETL testing, how exactly do we check whether the data pipeline is correct or not? Let's break the ETL process into its three stages. First thing is extraction. That is the reason we are talking about extraction validation. So as a part of the extraction validation, we ask, did we pull the expected records from the source? For example, if the source contains 1 million eligible records, but only 950,000 entered the pipeline, something would have gone wrong, right? Where it would have gone wrong? During the extraction. Second is transformation validation. This is where we verify the business rules, joins, aggregation, conversions. Suppose the requirement says customer's total sales should be calculated by adding all the orders. ETL testing verifies whether that transformation produced the correct result or not. The last one, load validation. As a part of the load validation, we verify whether the transformed data landed correctly in the target, in the right table, in the right column, and in the expected format without truncation or any corruption. In other words, did we pick up the right data? Did we do the right thing with the data? And did we drop the right data to the right address? Even though we validate extraction, transformation, and load, we still need to prove that the entire journey reconciles end to end. That is where we get into reconciliation and also traceability. One of the most important ETL checks is row count reconciliation. We compare the record counts between the source and target while accounting for any differences. For example, if the source has 1 million rows, but legitimate business rule filters out almost 50K inactive customers, then we should have 950K rows as the valid rows in the target. The important point is not that source and target counts must always be identical. They must match as per the expected logic. The second concept is data lineage or traceability. If I select a record in the target system, ideally I should be able to trace that record back to the source and understand what transformations were applied along the way. On a lighter note, reconciliation and traceability is basically the data equivalent of asking, where did you come from and what happened to you on the way here? While we do all these important checks, we also have different aspects of ETL functional testing. The ETL functional testing typically focuses on extraction completeness to ensure all the required records are picked up. We validate the transformation logic to confirm the business rules are implemented accurately. Then we validate the target loading to confirm data reaches the destination correctly. We perform reconciliation between the stages. We also test incremental and CDC loads. When I say CDC, I'm talking about the change data capture. Instead of loading everything again, we process only records that have been inserted, updated, or deleted since the previous load. We also validate the duplicate prevention. because an incremental pipeline should not keep inserting the same record again and again. And finally, we test error handling and rejected records. I hope you got a clarity what exactly is a data testing, what exactly is a ETL testing. But let us explore further. So what is common between the data testing and ETL testing? Although their scope differs, the ultimate goal is same. Both data testing and ETL testing use the similar techniques like row count, checksum testing, sampling, aggregation testing, comparisons, null checks. In fact, the same SQL query that checks the duplicate customer IDs might be used during the data testing as well as inside an ETL validation process. So the techniques often overlap. What changes is the scope and the context. It's like a same toolbox, different job site. We understood what is common between them. So the question is, are they same or different? The answer is different but overlapping. So let us look at them from the scope dimension and focus dimension. The scope of the data testing, whether the data within one or more systems is correct or not. On the other hand, scope of the ETL testing is looking across the pipeline stages such as source, staging, and target and ask, was the data extracted, transformed, and loaded correctly? The focus here is data is correct and trustworthy. The focus here is was the data extracted, transformed, and loaded correctly. So the easiest way to remember the distinction is the data testing focuses on the state of the data. ETL testing focuses on what the pipeline did to the data. For example, suppose the target table contains duplicate customer records. Data testing says we have duplicates, the data quality is bad. On the other hand, ETL testing goes one step further and asks, why did the pipeline create those duplicates? Was the join wrong? Did the incremental load process the same record twice? That difference is very, very important. And this naturally raises one more question. If they overlap, does one depend on other? ETL testing relies heavily on data testing techniques. If you are validating the ETL pipeline, then we inevitably need to check things like null values, duplicate records, data types, and accuracy checks at different stages. So we can say ETL testing incorporates data testing techniques. But the reverse is not necessarily true. So you can perform the data testing without any ETL pipeline at all. For example, take a production database containing customer information. We can check for the missing values, invalid email address, duplicate customer IDs, and if there are any broken relationships without moving the data anywhere. This is pure data testing. So the simple memory line would be ETL testing needs data quality validation. Data testing doesn't need an ETL pipeline. On a lighter note, the ETL testing needs data testing in its life. But data testing is perfectly capable of being independent. So after all these discussions, let us conclude it with a summary. Data testing asks, is the data correct and trustworthy? ETL testing asks, did the pipeline move and transform the data correctly? There is an overlap because ETL testing uses many data testing techniques like null checks, duplicate checks, accuracy checks, and also reconciliation. But the ETL testing additionally validates the extraction, transformation, and loading logic of the pipeline. To take an analogy, think about a food delivery order. The data testing checks, is this the correct food? ETL testing asks, did the restaurant prepare the correct food? Did the delivery process work correctly? Did the right order reach the right customer? Same final objective, but a different scope of validation. And that is the simplest distinction between data testing and ETL testing. One validates the data, other validates the journey of the data as well. Thank you.
That's all for now. Like and subscribe and turn on notifications for future videos. Thank you.